Shut up. Hey guys, it's been a little while. Episode 163. Is it 163 or did I just not switch the
No, I think you're right.
episode? I think I did switch it.
Yeah, we didn't
time.
do one last week because of some extreme medical problems.
Yeah, Chris got the monkey pox by fucking some dirty, very, very, very homeless guy in a back alley up on Vine Street. Strong case of the monkey pox. Thank God they came up with some kind of weird cure, you know.
You know, and I trusted Bongo.
Well,
I trusted him.
I don't blame you. I've been fucking him for years. I just never caught the monkey pox. Maybe I didn't touch that area. So,
Yeah, I had some horrible, horrible fucking dental work done, and I'm telling you.
Bongo, 5-star on the Yelp reviews.
Bongo was?
Yeah, bumfuck.
But see, I knew I could have worn the rubber. I said, I'll trust him. He looks like a trustworthy guy.
Yeah, he's clean. He looks clean for a
apparently
very,
not.
very homeless
Yeah,
guy.
tell me.
But his teeth kind of look like yours. Now go on.
My teeth look fine now.
Now.
Oh, God. So this medical pain, let me tell you something. For all you kids out there
This guy's an idiot,
that
guys.
say, I don't like going to the fucking dentist. Go to the fucking dentist. Because if you don't, you're going to have to go through some really fucked up and painful shit in your fucking life. I've never been through pain like this. 3 fucking days of it. And I'm sitting there going, if I'd have just fucking flossed one more time a week, if I would have just fucking quit chewing a long time ago.
If you would have just told the truth when you told me you brush twice a day.
I did.
Man.
I always did. But,
Yeah,
but my
No
problem,
one believes that, dude.
it's the truth. I always still brush
People
twice
that brush
a day.
twice a day don't have 11 teeth.
I have a lot more than that. I have 24 teeth.
Yeah, you have to
But
keep
my
count.
whole point is, all my problems were underneath in the roots.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my fucking issues were. And let me just tell you, this shit hurts. And then fucking dumbass me.
I seen your teeth, dude. You can't tell me it's just the roots. You don't got good looking teeth. I mean, I don't
Yeah, I
either.
do now.
Those are not good looking. Even right now, those are awful teeth.
No, they're not.
Oh my God. If you compare those to good teeth like Ryan, so Ryan has great teeth.
Ryan's Mr. Vanity.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You can't say
Yeah.
you have good teeth. I mean, they're there. That's cool.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't have good teeth either. So it's
But
not coming from a guy
dumbass
that has
me,
them.
fucking Matt Mudson picks me up to take me to get the worst part of it done. And that's the yanking out and the...
And we asked Matt, why didn't his mom just take him? Because that's what Matt would have done. But anyways, go on.
Well, he picks me up and he's driving me in there because I'm going to get some teeth cut out and pulled. And I'm fucking terrified of the dentist. I was
Ouchie, wouchie.
really happy when they said, hey, we'll put you under for this. It's going to fuck, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I get in there.
And to preface this, you have to pay a decent amount of extra money to be put out.
$1,200.
And it's not something you have to do. You can stay awake during it. But you didn't want the pain, and I don't blame you, that you were willing to put down an extra $1,200 just so you didn't feel it.
Right.
So you put out the money to get put out, and then this happened.
I go in there. They put the IV in my fucking hand. IV needles in.
All right, damn. You're
Fuck.
super prepped.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
The fucking little oxygen thing is up my fucking nose. Mm-hmm. All the fucking tools are laid out there.
Yeah,
And the
you're
guy
about to
said-
go to Funland.
Yeah, and the guy's like, okay, just to make sure you haven't eaten or drank anything in the last 8 hours. And I said, well, actually, I did. I drank an energy drink this morning. They take the needle out. They say, we can't put you under. I'm like, what are you talking about? You can't put me under. And they said, well, if you got anything in your stomach, something with, you could vomit, it'll end up in your lungs, blah, blah. You can't have anything in your stomach. I said, well, what are my options here? He said, well, I'm going on vacation, and then I'll be back in 2 weeks. You can wait 2 weeks, live with this fucking pain for 2 more weeks, or you can man up and get it done the old-fashioned way. And the first thing that popped in my mind is, I'm coming back.
All right, now let's also explain what you were having done exactly.
Well, the first 2 days were this root planing, where they go into your fucking gums all the way down to the roots of your teeth with this fucking
They call it scaling, right?
scaling, this
All right.
vibrating thing, and they clean off the roots.
This is what I wanted to get to, because scaling is a newer thing. So for him to say the old school way, where fuck you, they didn't used to scale. This is some new dentist thing, and maybe it's super important. I don't know.
But that's not this day.
Okay, but I'm just saying in general, the scaling thing. Every time I went to the dentist, they've told me I need to get that done, and every time I'm like, huh? Like I never heard of it. Now it's a thing. I'll be cool. No, I'm not going to do it. But you went ahead to do it.
I did it.
So go on.
Well, basically,
I think scaling is bullshit. That's all I'm really trying to say.
well, that shit that gets on your teeth, that fucking plaque and all that crap,
Yeah,
it starts down in the fucking roots and
Yeah.
works its way up.
of course.
So basically, they have to go in there with this thing and clean off the roots and get rid of the
Super painful.
bacteria.
I've heard about it.
Because if they don't, you'll just keep losing bone.
Yeah.
And they showed me the x-rays. It got bone loss, blah, blah. Now, the scaling part itself is done in 2 sessions because it takes so long. 2.5 hours for each side of my mouth.
Yeah.
Every time she fucking loaded me up with these fucking lidocaine shots, it's not Novocaine anymore. Now they use lidocaine.
Why?
It's stronger.
Really?
Yeah. So they're loading me up. And every time she said, are you dead here? You feel this? Blah, blah, blah. I said, better give me one more. So she loaded me up. And I'll be honest with you, during the whole 2.5 hours, I maybe felt something 3 or 4 times. Okay? I could just see I had the suction thing and I was fucking just blood coming out. It wasn't as painful as I thought until after it was over. When it was over, you're like, fuck, this hurts, you know?
You know, my biggest problem with that was just keeping my mouth open for 2.5 hours. And they put the fucking uncomfortable things in your mouth a lot of times.
They don't do it with that.
Okay, they don't do that? Thank God.
Basically, they got you tilted back so far, your jaw just kind of hangs. She doesn't need to get in there that deep.
I'm a psychopath, so I'll start having panic attacks if I can't close my mouth.
Oh, you can close it whenever you want.
Okay.
She handed me the suction thing, and she said, whenever you need to suck it, tell me. Put my hand up.
You try putting it on your dick
because
just once?
This thing that goes into your fucking gums. It's got the fucking long pokey thing, and it vibrates like 1,000,000 miles an hour, and it shoots water. So she says, I don't want you to fucking drown. Yeah. So whenever you need to drain your mouth, fucking drain your mouth. I close my mouth, blah blah blah. But
you didn't.
What?
As soon as you take it out of your mouth, put it on your dickhead, and it just rest there until you got to use it again.
Now I was worried about the blood. I don't trust me, but. It was miserable. But
I don't think you can give yourself AIDS, but I'm not sure.
There is no option during the scaling of getting put out. Not an option. But she did numb me up so much. It hurt. It sucked. But when it was over, you felt instantly better.
So you were just going to be knocked out for the extraction?
Yes.
Oh, because they had to cut.
They had to cut 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then one they were just going to pull. Mm-hmm. And what they said is there was one that's broken in half at last year's Super Bowl party at Rob Ferrara.
Yeah, that's why I think you're super crazy. That's why, like, this whole thing, I blame you.
I do too.
Okay, well, as long as we're on the same page.
Yeah, I 100%
I couldn't imagine
blame you.
breaking a tooth, not addressing it for a year, especially if I was someone who chewed tobacco on a regular basis like you do.
I addressed it 10 times in the course of that year and pussed out every fucking time.
Well, then you didn't really address it.
Well, no, I went to the dentist.
Yeah.
And actually, it's so funny.
What do you mean? You went there 10 times for them to tell you it's broken?
I think I went 4.
Really?
You got to understand, when it broke,
yeah,
I felt nothing.
Yeah, no,
it
but
didn't hurt.
It's only a matter of time at that point.
When it started hurting, I went to the dentist and I said, look, I got to get this tooth pulled. I was ready to get it pulled because it started to hurt. That's when they said you need the scaling. They explained the scaling process. I was fucking terrified of it. I said, I'm not going to get scaled. Now I had to.
Dude, that's the upgrade, though. You didn't have to get the upgrade.
I had to get the upgrade.
They make really good tires, and then they make the tires that'll keep your road going.
The guy told me, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'll just pull these if you want.
Yeah,
but
that's what I do.
If you don't get the upgrade, in 2 years, you're not going to have any teeth. He told me that. You're going to continue to lose bone, and you're not going to have any teeth.
That's funny. I don't think that's true, but it's funny.
Well, if you were me, you would, because every time I brushed my teeth, my gums were bleeding, and it was a mess in there. Okay? But when I went in that day, they were going to cut them out.
It's a mess in there.
So when he told me, all right, we're going to cut these 2 out, and are you going to man up? I said, yeah, I'm going to man up. Fuck it. I couldn't deal with the pain for 2 more weeks. There was no way, because it was constant. It was 24 hours a day.
Yeah, tooth pain sucks.
Yeah. And it was 3 teeth doing it. So I basically fucking laid there. The anesthesiologist, who was no longer needed, came over and literally pushed down on my chest, held me down while this guy did his fucking...
You got held down like a child?
Well, he had to hold me down so the doctor could get the leverage to yank the fuckers out. You know, some dentists will put their knee on the chair, and it's hard to get a tooth out.
You got some pussy dentists in your life, I guess. I don't know. I've never had that issue. They always seem to get it out pretty... I mean, there's a yank, but it's not...
Well...
No one's had to sit on me.
One of them gave him the problem. That's when he held my chest down. But when it was over, I'm sitting there basically, and I'm fucking toughing it out. I'm like, all right, this sucks. It hurts. Blah, blah, blah. Deaden me up as much as you want. It still fucking hurts.
The deadening up hurts the most to me.
The shots,
Those fucking shots suck.
And he said, since we're doing this, they got to do the inside, the roof of my mouth and shit. I'm like, what are you doing to the roof of my mouth? The teeth are on the bottom. He goes, you want to be dead or you want to be numb or don't you? I'm like, yeah, do whatever you got to do.
Oh, it's because the nerves probably all connected.
Yeah. So bottom line is, it's over. He said my teeth are fucking healthy. And here's the cool part. This is the cool thing I didn't know. When they were done with this scaling part, she pulls out this fucking long fucking curved needle. And it's full of this powdered antibiotic. It's strictly for mouth.
Yeah.
And she pumped it in every fucking hole that she just dug. She said, that's going to sit in there for about 3 months, and it's going to fucking make your gums healthy and blah, blah, blah. I did it all. I wasn't a pussy like I thought I would be. I really, truly, I said, there's no fucking way that I'm going to not come back in 2 weeks, dude. I'll be back in 2 weeks. And then he's like, really? You want to deal with this 2 more weeks? And I said, fuck no, I don't. So I did it. But the bottom line is, don't neglect your teeth, kids. I did, and I fucking paid the price for it. But now, I'm good.
Yeah, dude, you got a fresh mouth, fresh butthole.
New Brazilian?
Good. Yeah.
I got the new Brazilian. And let me tell you.
You're brightened up there.
Let's segue into the Brazilian.
We're going to get to talk about my butthole. This is the best.
I found this girl on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for, because businesses will advertise there too. She calls me. I send her a message. She calls me. She said, hey, here's my name. I work at this salon. And if I can sneak in a couple on the side jobs, I rent a space from another business.
She actually rents a space for butthole removal?
Well, she does all kinds. So she rents a space on her off days. And I said, okay, I'll go in. So I go in. Very attractive young black woman named Angie, and I'm going to send out a
shout out Angie, one of the best butt cleaners out there.
This girl was top notch, so much better than the one in Vegas.
Oh yeah, well Vegas is known for having just not quality people.
Well, I think the girl in Vegas was quality, but I think there it's more volume.
Yeah,
and this girl Angie, every time she did a section, she fucking put this light thing on her head and went in with tweezers in case any were missed and fucking.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. In Vegas, it took 45 minutes. Yeah. Angie took an hour and 25.
Angie really, she wants a perfect butthole, obviously.
Perfect balls, perfect taint.
That's weird.
The only weird thing
That's
is.
so weird to me.
What
do you mean she went in? Like she's an examining diamonds. She has a little scope,
she goes,
just plucking little mini
when
hairs.
I left Vegas and when I got home, these rooms? I could look at my dick and I could see, she missed one here, missed one there.
Cool, but I just
Angie
imagine.
missed none. Angie missed none. And but when she did the butthole, in Vegas, I'm on my back. I got my legs pulled up, which was fucking humiliating. I thought I was having a baby. This time I was on all fours.
Is that less humiliating? Yeah, I can't say that word.
No, I thought it was more, actually. I thought it was actually more humiliating.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's a good way.
My fucking cock and balls are hanging, and she's fucking holding my cheeks open, and she's putting this shit on.
Yeah, didn't Reggie say that's how he got his butt licked the first time, was on all fours? And he said
bad call there.
It just didn't feel right.
Well, because you're getting mostly
it felt
inner
right,
cheek.
But it just
You're getting mostly inner cheek. You can't go real deep that way. You got to be on your back with that thing laid open like a wound. But, the Brazilian is fucking top notch. I'm happy again. I'm clean. Mouth is clean. Asshole's clean.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that wants pictures of the asshole?
Yeah, I'll send them out.
Yeah, because it's so fucking
I get the weirdest looks when I tell people that I've seen your butthole. It's not my fault though. We had a test. You know what I mean? Like we had a show to put on.
Come on, people. He hasn't touched my butthole. He just looked at it.
I'm not the only one. I was I was the third person.
I slid it in.
Yeah. I did.
And it's so much pinker now than it was.
I
then.
don't care. I don't care at all.
Hey, let's segue into fucking Weinstein.
What? Who?
Harvey Weinstein.
You got some more jail time.
He got 16 fucking years.
Wasn't he already pretty much in there for life?
No. They were going back and forth, and some sentences were being reduced. He got 16 more. He's going to die in there now.
Well, probably should. Seemed like a bad guy.
Yeah, sexual predator's not really a good guy.
Yeah, he wasn't really a good dude. I mean, I enjoyed when he jerked off into the plant or whatever. That didn't hurt anyone. Come on.
And that's why Louis C.K. didn't hurt anyone.
Well, Louis C.K. definitely didn't, in my opinion. I think
he jacked off in front of people. If you didn't want to watch, leave the room.
I think Harvey's was a little bit different situation than Louis. So I don't think it's a comparison.
These people worked for Weinstein.
They worked for him, and they were told, "Hey, fuck me, or you don't get this role."
Right?
Lots of stuff like that. Where Louis was more like, "Hey, you want to watch me jack off? That's what I enjoy." That's what he dug. Apparently, that was his get off. And then the girl, there was like one or two girls, and they said they felt like they had to because he was so high up in comedy. That's not his fucking fault.
No, leave the room.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what's he supposed to never jack off in front of anybody
like
because
Lewinsky
he's high
saying,
up?
I only sucked his dick because he's the president.
Yeah.
No, you sucked his dick because you were a fucking low-level aide and you wanted to move up.
I don't care why you sucked his dick. You sucked his dick. As long as he didn't make you, tell you there was no consequences, and at least none laid out.
Suck my dicks or I'm going to call the IRS on your family.
Yeah.
I'll plant a gun in your car. Suck my dick.
I've never been one to hate Louis for what he did. I mean, he's weirdo.
But he's fucking hilarious.
He's creepy. That's definitely a creep move.
He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. He's hilarious, and I love his just look on life. The dude's a great philosopher almost. Yeah. Like he's a very super intelligent guy.
Is he pretty much done?
No, not at all.
He isn't?
No, he just released a special last week.
Was it an HBO special or was it Netflix? Or
he's kind of done.
He's got to do them himself.
I don't know if he has to, but he's been like that before. I mean, Louis C.K. was the first person to release his special online. Only his I don't remember which one, but he was the first guy. He put it out there for I think $5 or $10, and you just went to his website and bought it. And he's been doing that ever since. In fact, he helps other comedians do that. Bob Kelly released his most recent thing through Louis C.K.'s website. I think a few others have done it. He's done his own show through his website. So he was doing that kind of shit before he got canceled or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, his new show was in Madison Square Garden, sold out. You know, he's fine.
Yeah.
No one cares. The only people that care that's the thing about cancer culture in general is no one fucking really. There's 10 people that care, and the rest of them are just arguing on the internet whether they deserve those 10 people caring or not.
Because he jacked off in the middle of a room full of people?
It wasn't a room full of people. I think it was just a lady or two. I'm not sure, but
no, I heard there was 3 or 4. I heard there was 3 or 4.
There was 3 or 4 girls that said this happened to him. I don't think they were all there at the same time. Yeah, that's his thing though. I mean, he even came out and said that in one of his specials. I like jerking off in front of people. It's just his thing. But he did ask. You know what I mean? It's not it's one thing. If you just walk into a room and you just start jerking off in front of a lady, you can't do that, dude. That's against the rules. All right. Clearly, I have a friend that did that once. He sat at the bottom of the stairwell at our apartments and just jerked off so these 2 girls wouldn't leave because they didn't want to pass the jerking off guy. So they just stayed a little bit longer. That could have been kidnapped. I'm not sure. But either way, that's wrong. All right.
That really probably could have been kidnapped. All right,
Matt, you shouldn't have done that. Not Matt Hudson, guys. Don't worry. He's not jerking off in stairwells. But a friend,
we don't know that either.
A friend in my past, that was kidnapped, sir, and you shouldn't have jerked off in the stairwell. But I was laughing. I ain't going to lie. Those girls weren't there for me either way, so it wasn't. I didn't like them.
You weren't going to get anything anyway.
I know. I didn't even like the bitches, but either way.
Well,
don't do that. But if you're alone with a lady and you're hanging out, doing whatever, and you go, ma'am, can I jerk off in front of you? And then she says yes, and then you jerk off in front of her, I don't see the crime. All right? That seems like
no victim, no crime.
I just don't see it. You might have a victim, but it's not a crime.
The victim could have left. He wasn't holding anybody there.
You said yes.
Yeah, that's consent. I mean?
Yes, that's consent. What else is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to have you sign a contract saying if you say no that he's never going to not allow you to open for him on a comedy show or some stupid shit like that?
Yeah, I never heard any of that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I just never got the Louis thing. He's a creep, sure. But, I mean, you're allowed being a creep. That's fine. You can be creepy.
You're usually a funnier comedian when you're a creep.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, all those guys are probably fucked up in some way or another. Plus, we're all creeps. We all got a thing where if everybody else knew about it, you'd be like, that's creepy.
You're all creeps.
You're all creeps. You're a cucker, you creep.
You know what? I have had zero sexual contact in over 3 weeks.
Oh, that's a long time for you.
Well, I was in that fucking tooth pain. I was feeling no mood.
Well, that would make you feel better. Nothing hurts when you're getting blown.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to put my mouth anywhere.
No, but they can pass a week.
No, I just haven't had any. So I look forward to it coming up here real soon.
Plus, I don't think anyone would care if you ate their ass with a toothache.
It would hurt.
Maybe you would care. I'm just saying,
when I was having this dental pain, that was the only person I was caring about it.
I don't think you're going down on a girl and she's like, wait a second, do you got a cavity? That's not really the worry.
No, but I'm eating your butt, sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to cause cavities, maybe, depending on how good the butt is.
Maybe it's Butt Eater's fault that all this shit happened.
Dude, duh. You should ask for half of that scaling.
Clean butt.
You didn't need scaling until you started eating ass. All right?
Maybe there's a tie-in.
There might be.
I'm not stopping. I'll go through this pain once every 30 years.
I had already eaten ass by the time that I had heard about the scaling, so I hold up. We'll have to ask others.
I don't know how many people eat butt.
That's what I mean. We got to find someone that definitely has never asked or never ate a butt and then ask them to go see a dentist and see if they get recommended scaling.
Yeah, that's true.
And if we can get one person, we could prove this theory that butt eating is going to cause the dentist to ask you to get scaled later. And you don't want that. So maybe you don't want to. Now, if you did know that, if you knew your whole life that if I ate butt, eventually I'm going to hit my 50s and I'm going to have to get massive dental work done and be in the worst pain of my life for 3 days. Would you have ate every butt in your past?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't eat just anyone's
Plus,
butt.
you don't think about it in the moment. It's the same,
I don't
it's the
eat
same thing
anyone's
every
butt.
time you smoke a cigarette. You're not thinking about that lung cancer
I mean,
20 years from now.
the first time you got laid, if someone would have said to you, hey, just letting you know, if you keep doing this, in 30 years, you're going to have 3 bad days.
Yeah.
I mean,
30 years. I mean, fuck, I'm going to have lots of bad days in the process of getting to those 30 years.
I'll never do it again.
All right. Well, you got an asshole this week?
Yeah.
I figured you did. I programmed this computer to do all this stuff, but then I didn't make myself a key, so I don't know what button does what. So should I just go through all of them? Now I'll just find it.
Asshole of the week. My asshole of the week is the city of Cincinnati.
Dude, or you might have the same asshole as me.
No, I think it's about something different.
Oh, maybe.
I
just thought of it in my head. So,
City of Cincinnati is my asshole. I know that's who it is, even though it happened in the Coleraine area. Most notably, the road construction crews. Okay, for a solid week, the route I take to take my son to school and back had workers on it. Okay, and they're the kind of workers where there's 2 fucking ladies with mullets holding up signs that say slow and stop. And,
yep.
Oh, it'd go one way.
Every one of those girls smoke Marlboros.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, or
Campbell's.
Campbell's.
While they're doing it.
Campbell Wides. Yeah.
While they're doing it.
Every single one of them.
So every single time I made this trip,
shit.
I was in the stop lane most of the time instead of the slow lane. Okay, but the whole point is they went through this for a week. Every morning when I took them to school, every afternoon when I picked them up, I had to sit for an extra 5 to 10 minutes in both directions to fucking go where I was going. At the end of it, when they're all done, I didn't see one fucking notable change to that road anywhere in the whole fucking stretch. What the fuck did they do?
Well,
they weren't working on poles
piping?
or power lines. They were working, I don't know what the fuck they were working on.
It might have been pipes on the side. Up the street from us, they've been tearing up, like in front of Ryan's house, and then on the other side, they've been tearing up the sides of the roads and putting in shit underneath the roads and then patching them back up shitty.
There was nothing different.
Yeah.
At least nothing that I could see. And the whole point is, I think, like on the freeway, at least they do this. Fucking I-75 sucks.
Yeah.
But those fucking light up signs will tell you, hey, next Friday, this road's going to be closed. But they give you a fucking warning.
Yeah.
And if I was to take the different route to get my son, it would literally be all the fucking way around, and it would be about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
So every day I went and I said, okay, maybe I'm hoping that they're not working today or whatever. But they fucking were. And every fucking day, you motherfuckers inconvenienced me for 20 minutes a fucking day. And I saw no fucking difference. Still potholes in the fucking road. Still the fucking shoulders all beat up and chewed up. And if your fucking tire hits it, you're going to fucking go halfway into someone's yard. Nothing was fucking fixed. My whole point is, if you're working on the piping, why not have some other fucking toolbox out there fixing the pothole standing right next to you? But they don't fucking do that. Oh, we'll do that next month. And then you can stop for another 20 minutes every fucking day. Fuck you, city. Road workers. I don't fucking admire you, and I don't say, oh, yeah, that guy's working hard. Fuck you. You inconvenienced me for 20 minutes a day for a solid fucking week, and I saw nothing fucking different on the roads.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do their job just because it's outside.
How hard is this?
Well, it's not hard. That's why they pay them $9 an hour. That's the special lady. That's not, they're not making any money. Yeah, they're not putting the good one there. The good one's either in one of the trucks or mechanical things they're using, or they're actually in the hole fixing whatever they got to fix. And then you put the dumb ones there on the side that can do and they can't do that well usually. Oh, they wait forever. You sure car's not coming?
Am I ready to flip it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy, flip it. The whole point is, if I could have looked at the road when they left and saw anything that had improved, they wouldn't have been my asshole of the week. Just as shitty. Same fucking fucked up potholes and same shitty road that it was before they fucking did it.
Yeah, my asshole's also the city of Cincinnati, and I guess more the douchebag mayor guy,
Aftab Purival.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to learn that name. He'll be out of my life soon enough, hopefully.
Oh, without a doubt. He's fucking made a mockery of the whole city.
But that's kind of what city council does in Cincinnati. Like, we always have a shitty city council. I don't get it. I don't think real people, like, run for that shit. You know, anyone worth a shit?
You could.
I could. Maybe I will. All right? Maybe I'll be the next city councilman. Actually, I don't live in the city of Cincinnati, so I don't think I can.
You live in Hamilton County.
I do live in Hamilton County.
I think that's all you got to do.
Nah, not for the city council. City council, you got to live in the city. Hamilton County, you could run for Hamilton County shit. You know what I mean?
But wouldn't your address be Cincinnati?
It's Cincinnati, but that's most of shit. It's Cincinnati and parts of Batavia.
I think anything in the district, you know, the business district, or I think if your address is Cincinnati, you could be on the council.
I'm not sure about that. That just means we use the Cincinnati post office.
You can't tell me that some of these motherfuckers don't live up in Indian Hill.
But there's nowhere that says, well, they probably do now. I don't know. I guess it don't matter where you live. Either way, I'm not running for city council. I don't know what we're talking about this. Maybe I will, though. Maybe I will, though. Yeah, my biggest fan, Sean Rockins, out there, he always says Bauman for president. So maybe one day it will happen, president of the city council.
You get some votes.
Yeah, at least 9.
No, you get most of the work votes.
I get like 100. Yeah, I could easily get 100 votes for city council. I think you need a few 10,000 or so, but
you got edged out at the end. But you were in the fight.
I already know I got the Nepalese vote. The Nepalese love me.
Oh, no doubt.
But they're getting weaker and weaker. They keep on moving throughout the country. These Nepalese, they're very motivated people, man.
Oh yeah,
it is up and at them.
Or if not motivated, like with a couple of them that I've talked to, it wasn't a motivation. It was, why not?
Well, yeah.
I think no motivation.
Well,
it was like, I'm going to take 6 months off, and if my current job doesn't give it to me, I'm going to take it anyway, and then I'll just move somewhere else when I get back.
Well, I think when you grow up that poor, you know what I mean? Like anything's an improvement. You know, as long as you're an American, you got a regular job, you're probably doing better off than you were back there in Nepal.
Yeah, but I asked one of the guys at work about, one guy that left. And I said, why did he move to California? Does he have family? And I said, I think he knows a guy or two.
Yeah, well, they stick together as a community.
Yeah, but a guy or two. Here, there's 100 of them. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you want to be more in the community?
Well, you know a guy or two, but that guy or two might know 100 of them, and then you get in that community too.
I guess.
You know what I mean? A lot of them don't know all each other, but once they get there, they all come together because, well, for whatever. I mean, they're fucking foreigners in a strange land, so I guess you would be drawn to your own. It's like my wife. Every time we go to I swear to God, every single time we go to we went to a parent conference, or not the conference. We went and watched some kind of presentation at school the other day, right? 3 black people in the whole, process, and right away my wife's just instantly, drawn to one of them. She's talking to the one other black person. I think you kind of stick to your own when there's so many of the other in one area.
I can see that.
And it makes sense to me. It's just funny when you see it in process.
There's no way in the world.
And I don't even think it's thing on purpose.
There's no way in the world it isn't on purpose. I think it's just in your fucking head. I think if I went to a fucking, let's say a hip hop concert or a fucking R&B concert. Mm-hmm. I like R&B music. If I went to a concert, let's say there's only 3 white guys, I'd probably come in contact with at least 1 or 2 of them by the time
and start talking to them.
Well, I don't know if I'd talk to them.
See, I'm the opposite. I've been in these situations a lot, especially at her family reunions and shit like that. There's always 3 white people there, and then me, and I make a point not to seek them out because I don't want it to look like that. I want it to. Yeah, I'm happy with my own.
You're married to a black woman. No one's ever going to accuse you of being a racist.
Yes, they are. I've been accused of being racist.
By people that knew that your wife was black?
No, they probably just knew I was racist against other races. I'm just fucking around.
I don't know if that counts. I think the only thing doesn't only racist count if it's black and white.
I think so. I don't. We don't really count the others. I mean, no one likes Indians, so we can all agree on that, right, guys? I'm just kidding.
He's only kidding.
Kind of.
Anyway. All right, so after that Purable.
I'm going to get canceled like Louis C.K. I may as well just jerk off in front
You get canceled, I get canceled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm assholing people. No, so this fucking railway conductor, whatever it is, went up there in East Palestine, which, by the way,
Northern Pacific? I
didn't really pay much attention. Yeah, Northern Pacific. I didn't really pay much attention, so when I first saw it, I was like, East Palestine? Like, let's the Israelis deal with that. What do I give a fuck what happens in East Palestine? But no, it turns out that's in Ohio.
Right on the Pennsylvania border.
Yeah, I blame Pittsburgh. Either way, this big spill happened. They got into the water systems and everything. This railroad company is pretty much responsible for it, for neglect and everything else on their railway or their trains, and that's why it fucking crashed. And the city of Cincinnati just signed a new deal with them. to take over or whatever they had going. It's like, really? After all that, then you're gonna keep up and keep on doing this deal? You pieces of shit. They literally probably
lowest bidder, man.
Dude, 30 years from now, there's gonna be people up in East Palestine with a third eye. You're gonna have all sorts of fucked up shit.
There's people there that still can't go back to their homes because what they did is they tried to contain all this. They dug this big giant fucking hole, let all this fluid run into it, and then burned it off. And supposedly, well, I was in the weed store last week, and they were talking about how they had reports of birds just falling out of the fucking sky.
You got to watch those guys at the weed store because those are your Chris Pattersons of the world. But either way,
I also heard it somewhere else. They said there was any birds that have flown over it are suddenly just falling down.
Yeah, they were burning these crazy chemicals. You're not supposed to breathe that shit. And the government's just like, you'll be fine. Everything's good. But the government always does that.
What could the other options have been? I mean, we're not smart enough to know what the options have been. You got millions of gallons of this fucking toxic
You have
chemical.
to evacuate that town.
They did that.
No, I mean, you got to pay for the evacuation of that town, pay for them to be put up somewhere else, and they got to stay gone for a good period of time, not just the hour or two it takes you to burn the shit. You know what I mean? They got to be gone for probably months, and you got to. And whoever, I don't know who does this, but someone has to pay for that whole town to be evacuated.
Well, you
pay
would
for
think
these people
like
to live somewhere
FEMA
else.
Would do that.
I don't know. I don't know how any of that shit works. The railway's fucking station should pay for it.
They don't have enough money to pay all that.
Well, then they should go out of business because they suck.
Well, they don't. They can't go out of business. We got guys like AFTAB fucking giving them lifelong contracts.
That's what I mean. And our fucking city council is like, no biggie.
Lowest bidder, man.
So you got a couple of retarded kids up there in East Palestine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but eventually, I think it was last week they said it entered our area in the water supply, and it's like, I don't know if anybody fucking getting sick about it, but I do know that
my dick's grew an inch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Keep it coming then.
Turns out that's what it does.
Keep it coming.
Everybody.
I'll go down and swim in that fucking river. If I can get a little girth.
On it?
Yeah. If I can end up with a dick like this.
You gotta swirl it down there, and dick gets bigger.
I'll swirl.
All right. Anybody want a vacation in East Palestine?
I'll do it in the fucking. It's in the Ohio River.
I heard the Airbnbs are dirt cheap right now.
Cheap.
Yeah, we should do our fucking trip.
And fucking gas masks come with your stay.
Yeah, we got a trip coming up, man. Let's go up to East Palestine, get a discount.
Huge discount.
I don't think the chickens and roosters are going to be alive, but
it'll be nice when we're out there sitting by the fire. We all be breathing that stuff in.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah. At the end of that trip, we'll all be measuring our 14-inch dicks.
We're going to come back and just slap everybody in the face.
Yeah, City sucks this week and this month. It happened like a month ago, right? 2 months ago.
Yeah, Cincinnati sucks. We got poor leadership, but hey, that's what happens,
Yeah. Hey, speaking of poor leadership in the city of Cincinnati, I got another gripe. Another fucking bitch. Now, I got nothing against people that like soccer and FC Cincinnati.
Yeah, I got a little bit against them.
Well, you're not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Okay, we have nothing to talk about sports-wise. If you're only going to talk about soccer, I got nothing to talk about. But
or European. I'll give you a break. I'll give anybody outside of America a break. Like when a Brazilian or, Evo, they love soccer, or a lot of our friends from Nepal, they all love soccer. I get it. That's your sport. You're allowed loving it. But when you're an American and soccer's your favorite sport, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Colliver. And
there's lots of them.
Yeah. Pappenheimer. Anyway.
Gays.
This brand new fucking stadium that was such a nightmare to get the fucking city to pass, the people in the neighborhood to pass, whatever. Beautiful stadium. I drive by it every day. Mm-hmm. They're saying now, come either this year or next year, there's major fucking renovations they're going to do to it. It's brand fucking new.
What are they? Well, I mean,
they're probably going to add more luxury boxes and whatever is going to put more money in their fucking pockets, but we're going to pay for those renovations as taxpayers. We're going to pay for those. We just paid for the fucking stadium.
Yeah, I was looking at some rich cunt's Instagram last night, and he had a luxury box, obviously, at the stadium, FC Cincinnati, and he kept on saying Soccer Town, USA, and it shows a lot of people. But then you look at that stadium from the view from his luxury box. There's a lot of empty seats in there for the first game of the year.
Oh, was there?
There was a decent amount of empty seats, and I'm just thinking, if there's empty seats,
is it expensive to go?
I don't know. Do I look like I'm the fucking market? Do I have a dick hanging out of my mouth? I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean that. Yeah, I do.
I don't know if it's expensive or not, but I do know that I don't see any need in fucking renovating
It's a brand new stadium.
It's brand fucking new.
And you suck still.
Yeah,
all right. The Bengals are starting to talk about renovations and stuff, and it's like, all right, well, they're going to be good probably for the next 8 years.
And they're going to sell out every
and they're
fucking
going to sell out, so I get it. Like, if they want to do some renovations and the city's going to put a little money into that, I ain't against it because of the amount of money they're bringing into the city.
And besides the fact that they're going to use these extra profits to pay for guys like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase to stay here, I'm good with it.
But FC Cincinnati, as far as I know, they blow.
Well, yeah, because they moved up a league.
Well, and
they were the best in this fucking league, and then they moved up here and they suck.
And they're an expansion team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, expansion teams typically suck for a while. Yeah. There's a few examples that didn't, but for the most part, they suck for a while.
I would prefer it if they won, just for the fact that they're the local team.
It's a Cincinnati team, sure.
Yeah, I would prefer it if they won, but we spent a lot of money on that fucking stadium, and now you're talking about renovations already? I say hire the guy, or get the guy who designed it in the first place and designed it wrong, and make his ass fucking pay for these renovations. Because obviously the way he designed it, oh no, it's not working out for us. We need to make a lot of changes.
They displaced a lot of fucking people to make that stadium,
I
too.
know.
I mean, they really fucked over a very poor area. I mean, the West End of Cincinnati has always been known as very, very poor,
The stadium sits right behind the police station.
Yeah.
Directly behind
and one of the biggest projects in Cincinnati is a little bit west of it.
Yeah.
So it's in a weird area to have a stadium to begin with. Like I said, you displaced a lot of people. Who knows where the fuck they went, But it just put in different parts of the city. And I don't understand why they didn't put it over there in Oakley where that big empty space is. It would have made the most sense. But I guess it's better for the city of Cincinnati if it's actually in Cincinnati.
They want the downtown businesses to get business and all that.
Okay,
but
whatever.
They're not actually in the downtown area. They're in the West End. And
you're not
if
walking
you want to
many
get to
spots.
a downtown restaurant, you're going to walk half a mile to a mile.
They want to build a Wrigleyville kind of area around it now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to just take... So now they've displaced a bunch of people. Now they want to go a little bit further out. We need to get you guys to get the fuck out of here, too, because we're trying to put some nice little restaurants and bars and shit in here to make more money. I don't know. Just poor people are getting fucked, and you're too new for renovations. Go fuck yourself. Give us a winning team, and we'll think about it.
Yeah, that's it. Don't give us a last place team every fucking year.
The Reds they'll always have a little bit of a break because of the history of the Reds, the amount of championships we used to have, and it's been so long. It's been since 1990, and really since the 70s, since we've been legit for a long period of time. But either way, that lives in such infamy in the city that the Reds will always have a break. The Bengals are just now starting to get good. So I don't mind. If they would have said 5 years ago before they were good, they wanted a new stadium, I would have told them to go fuck themselves. All right. But now, they want to make some new shit in the stadium, make it nicer, make the experience better.
And make us be one of the fucking players in the league. One of the always talked about players. We want to be the Chiefs or the fucking Cowboys. We want to be a team that's always
like right now,
talked about in the top.
The number one spot right now, they're saying for Bobby Wagner is Cincinnati. That's where he wants to go. So you might have a guy like Bobby Wagner who never gave us the time of day. Now he's heading towards the end of his career, and he's probably going to give a little discount deal to play with a team like the Bengals. We've never been that kind of team.
Get him a fucking ring.
Yeah, we've never been that team, and you've got to be those kind of teams in order to be consistently good, because you got to be able to get those players like Bobby Wagner. It's probably towards the tail end of his career, but he's still really fucking good. He was an all-pro again this year.
Yeah.
I think he was the number one rated linebacker in his position. And his top landing spot apparently is going to be Cincinnati. I mean,
nice.
That's awesome. If it actually happens, we'll see. That might be just people talking shit.
If he gives he has to give a discount to come here.
But it sounds like that's where he wants to go. Yeah, he has to give a discount. But if it's a 1-year deal, they're just trying to load up. You don't have to pay Chase till next year, so you can afford it for another year, especially if Mixon's cut. Hey, but let's not talk the fucking Bengals, which we always get into.
Yeah, football's over.
Football's over. Hey, let's try a new segment I got for you guys.
Okay.
You fat. You fucking loser. You fat. Ridicule works. Oh, shit.
Well, in this show, we've always been known to reach a little bit. And I think Jason's reaching a little bit here, but I like the sound of it. Why don't you explain it?
Well, reach a little bit. For one thing, I already explained how this was supposed to work, and you've already fucked it up. So
no, I haven't fucked it up.
We'll keep on moving. This segment is called Ridicule Works. All right. Recently, I went to the doctor, and they pretty much told me, hey, fuckface, you better lose some weight, or you're going to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have diabetes. I got a couple other issues, and...
You're very fat.
Yeah. Very fat, super fat over here.
I mean, I could titty fuck you with one tit. I mean, you're fat. You need to work on some of this shit.
Shit.
You're a man with National Geographic titties pointing straight downward. I mean, you're fat, dude.
I got some nice nipples, though. And I noticed that the other day when I was walking by a mirror. I was like, ooh, some sexy nips you got there, Jay.
I continue, though. Sorry.
But yeah, so I am fat, and it's an issue. And it's an issue at 42 now that I am, that it's not easy to lose weight like it used to be either. So it's something I got to really fucking work on now. And I decided I'm going to fucking work on it. But I've also decided that ridicule does work. Recently, over the last year or so, I really started to wash my hands. And you know why I started washing my hands? Because you and Nathan and Matt and everybody else shit on me constantly for never washing my hands.
Because it's fucking gross, dude.
So I still disagree. But
it's pee and shit.
Yeah, I don't get pee and shit on my hands. I don't know why you're touching pee and shit.
Let me tell you something. When you're shaking the dick and the last pee, it's flying everywhere.
You're right. I might get a drop or two there.
It's flying everywhere.
But, back in the day, they used to use urine for mouthwash. All right?
Okay, back in the day, they used to put leeches on your wounds to fucking clean them. Okay?
And it worked. All right, it worked.
The average lifespan was 35. It didn't work.
They had different medical practices.
I'm sorry, Fatty. Go ahead.
But my point was that the ridicule you guys gave me finally worked. I wash my hands now on a regular fucking basis. I don't like it every time. I get a little perturbed by it. It's a little too much, but I do it still. I might not do I'm not.
I've known for
I'm
years
not singing
that
happy birthday
works.
or anything like that. But I have also agreed that ridicule does work in general. So the idea of this episode is I will give probably not a weekly, maybe a bi-weekly, maybe even once every few weeks or so, update of where old Fatty here is on his weight loss journey. Now, right now, since I started, I am 12 pounds down. That's about 2.5 weeks or so. I've cheated.
That's all right. So you're 2 fingers down.
Exactly.
You can look like bratwurst, dude.
I don't have fat fingers.
You step on a scale.
I do not have fat fingers.
You step on a scale and says, hey, one at a time. You look at a menu and say, okay. I mean, fuck, you're big, dude.
It's true. It's true. So we are going to we're going to give updates every once in a while. And Chris is going to be persistently making fun of me during this segment only. God damn it.
Hurts to do.
For being a big fat piece of shit. As I hopefully keep on losing weight. And that's going to be my motivation. It's going to make you guys hold me accountable. If you see old Fatty here scarfing down a burger, slap it out of my fucking hands. I'll understand. Put it down, Fatty. I might be mad in a moment, but I'll appreciate it later.
It's not the burger that's going to continue your fucking expansion.
What is it?
It's expansion. The fucking double-sided fries. It's the fucking Wendy's on the way home, the Taco Bell on the way home. You can eat normal during the day, dude. Just don't scarf the shit before you go to bed.
That's what I do. Too.
I know.
And that's 100% what I do. I eat good during the day. In fact, I wake up around noon, and I don't eat my first anything until about 5. I'll eat on the way in.
I mean, you roll over 3 times, you're still on the bed. I mean, fuck, dude, you're big.
Wouldn't that don't hold up? Explain that joke to me.
You roll over 3 times, you're still on the fucking bed.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
Because you don't move. You just fucking swivel like a fat thing that can't get up.
Oh, okay. No, that one wasn't good.
Like a turtle shell.
You had to explain that too much.
Right.
Maybe I'm an idiot. And
All
I
right,
missed
go
it.
ahead. My
And
bad.
I do drugs. But either way, maybe... Hey guys, I'm fat. I got to lose weight. This is what it is. Where ridicule works. And when we have other guests in, this will be the fun part because I can take it. But we'll see what happens when we have so-and-so in here. Let's say we have Reggie in here. We're like, hey, Reggie, you got to stop fucking fat white bitches. And we make fun of him for a half hour. And maybe we can get him to stop fucking fat white bitches.
You guys did it to me 3 years ago.
When?
Ridicule worked. When every time I was anywhere near you, people held your breath and said, you got the stinkiest fucking breath I ever smelled in my life.
To be fair, that was longer than 3 years.
No, but I got those fucking wisdom teeth yanked out and got rid of the bad breath.
But no one ever told you.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you gave me shit for never telling you. I never told you.
Beasley told me every fucking day.
Beasley would tell you.
Manetti told me. A lot of people told me. And I was sitting there going,
that's my boy. See, he's honest.
But I'm like, I don't want to be the stinky breath guy.
Yeah.
That's gross. So I fucking, literally a month later after that trip, I went and got those fucking teeth.
Well, you know what else? I got ridiculed once for being the stinky guy at work.
You did?
Matt and Nathan got after me, and ever since that day,
You wash your ass.
Well, no, I know. I always did. I
mean, what? You can reach of it.
What? Yeah. I asked for it, guys. I asked for it. Don't bother me. I started buying a powder. So I use a powder to keep my, everything
nice.
good. And I smell better nowadays, I imagine. At least no one's told me I stank recently.
Yeah,
let me know.
I agree with you 100%.
Christ, let me fucking know.
I think ridicule does work.
Ridicule works 100%. We're going to use that as in this segment. And yeah, hopefully get some other people. And believe me, I'm going to have something to ridicule you about, so it'll go your way too.
Of course you are.
I mean, I don't have the stock jokes like you do, but I don't have your brain.
I just came up with all those right off the cuff.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I swear to God I did.
But then you've heard them before.
I've heard them before, but they fit
you
perfect.
You can't call it off the cuff.
Well, no, but they fit.
It's off the cuff.
I didn't write them. I don't have a quote.
No, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, the ridicule worked for me with the stinky breath because I hate people with stinky breath. And there's nothing worse. I would much rather my friends told me this stuff and I would fix it. But how horrible would it be if I was sitting there and going, talking to you, hey man, I was just downstairs in the fucking EDR at work and I heard a couple of fucking cute girls saying, God, that guy fucking stinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's out.
No, true.
Tell me before it gets out. I mean, yours is out.
Yeah.
I mean,
What, the fatness or the stink part?
The fatness part. I mean, you put your belt on with a boomerang. I mean, my God, you're big.
I'm just Australian.
I'm done with that now.
I'm Australian. That's just what we do.
Okay, but ridicule does work. And we're looking for other people that want to improve their lives that, you got something wrong. We're all talking about you anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
How about if you say, okay, hurt my feelings. Tell me what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, hey, you got no business wearing shorts. Or you got no business wearing a tight shirt. I'll tell you. I'll be honest with you.
Hey, buddy, put the Coca-Colas down. Your leg's going to fall off soon.
Yeah.
Or, hey, it's not even worth $300 if we're being honest. And, there's all sorts of things we can tell our friends. And
I mean, if you're a guy who gets told no by a hooker, I mean, you need some work on yourself in some way, shape, or form.
Do we know someone? The only one I know is a customer at work told us that
a hooker said no?
Yeah, but he's like, we all know who this customer is. Oh, yeah. And he goes, this is a guy that goes to Cheeks, and he picks up the dollars on the floor. But that's not his voice. I was going Canadian there.
No, it was him.
I can sometimes do him very well, but that one wasn't the best. Anyhow, this particular fella, who, if you work with us, you might know who he is. I'm not going to say his name, but he is the most awesome guy in the world.
And he's not the drummer for Metallica.
No, he visits the Cheeks and Diamonds up in Dayton pretty often. All right, is $1 enough for a tip for a lap dance? He told me that. I was like, not for you.
No.
All right. Like, not for anyone really, but definitely not for you.
You got to pay the guy who's standing there watching.
Anyways, this same guy told me, yeah, the escorts will no longer sleep with me. And I asked him why, and he goes, they say I'm too big. And I'm just thinking, that's not the reason, buddy. That's the thing to tell you. And we've all agreed, this guy probably does have a monster on him because he has giant hands, and he's just the kind of guy that would have a monster.
A hooker could take a fire hydrant,
But
dude.
exactly. No, it's never too big for a hooker.
No,
it's probably the fact that they know you got fucking people tied up in your basement, all right, and they don't want to be the next.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they're not seeing you. They're not wanting to fuck you anymore. Or you smell like a giant pad of pee.
I think there's a little of that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of different factors why these hookers are doing you. None of them because you got a giant dick. All right.
If a hooker told me no, I'd pretty much, my dick would be for show only. I don't think it would ever work again.
You might kill yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, that's suicide hotline kind of shit when the hookers are telling you no.
That's bad.
Yeah.
When a hooker tells you not on the first date, there's a fucking problem. But, if you want to be ridiculed to improve yourself, it happened to me. It's happening to Jason right now.
Yeah.
And I promise you, there's something we can get you for. I mean,
I still haven't took the medicine. They just prescribed me a new thing that.
Well, then you're not helping yourself, fatty.
No,
take it.
My numbers are going down because I'm taking old medicine and I'm dieting. But they gave me. You ever heard the Ozempic?
Yeah, there's a commercial for it all over the place.
That's everybody says that to me. I've never seen the commercial because I don't watch TV that much. Ozempic.
Yeah,
isn't that O'Reilly? No, I'm thinking the O'Reilly out of part store, but I think it's similar thing. Either way, they prescribed me that, right? And I haven't taken it yet, and I'll tell you why later. But I am also kind of scared of it because it says it constipates you. Like, I got to shit once a day.
All of that fucking medicine that you see, every of these miracle drugs, they all come with really fucked up side effects.
Yeah, the side effects
might cause fucking bleeding from your eyes, but your blood pressure will go down a little bit. It's not fucking worth it to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Might cause vaginal warts if you take this, but hey, you're not going to get fucking.
But you know what's funny about this drug is this is the Hollywood drug. I'm on the Hollywood diet drug. Let's see if it works.
Nice.
Out there in California, and I think other places too, they're having a hard time keeping this drug in stock because it's supposed to be prescribed for diabetes, but it also makes you lose weight. And all these fucking non-diabetics out there in LA that just don't want to eat and are all anorexic and shit, they're trying to take this drug instead. And they're having a real issue with keeping it in stock because of that.
Really?
You know, a ridiculous amount of money.
So the rich people are buying it all up.
Yeah, you know, people say our insurance sucks, but after you hit that deductible, it's not bad because this was this was like $2,500 for a 3-month supply, and I didn't pay anything.
Of Ozempic?
Something like that, yeah.
Wow.
Some ridiculous amount, and I didn't pay shit.
Well, that's good.
You know what I would pay for them?
What?
Someone to turn your fucking ringer off every so often, all right? That'd be great.
I know how to do it now.
What else we got going on this week?
Well, first of all, I will tell you this.
Your teeth sucked. I'm fat. Railways suck.
I'm glad to do it to help you, help motivate you.
Yeah.
But I really didn't enjoy that.
Yeah, see, I know you would get over it. I didn't want to have a guest from this first one because I know if, like, Ryan was here and we did that, or Whoopi, they would have got really awkward and wouldn't have liked it at all.
Well, I just kind of didn't like ripping on one of my friends for real.
I don't care.
That's
the thing with me, though.
I mean, don't be wrong. I got through it.
I got to say, like, I give it. And I give it a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I can take it. Like, I've never been one to get offended. As long as you can make me laugh with your insults, I don't care. Like, just make me laugh with them. You can be as mean as fuck to me. Just if it does in a funny way, I won't take it personal.
Yeah, but I
even if it's
agree
meant to be personal, because I just don't give a shit.
Work.
Yeah,
it really does.
Ridicule's the best.
Somebody tells you you're the stinky guy, you are gonna fucking bathe more often. Though, you're gonna.
There's an age limit. You shouldn't ridicule children.
Oh, no, 18.
They do that to each other, and that's fine.
Well, let's say 21.
But adults don't need to be doing that shit to children. That's wrong. I take a strong stance.
Yeah, so don't bring your kids on the show. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I ain't going to tell your kid he has a little dick, all right? In fact, I don't even want to see it, because that's weird. Anyways.
I do like the segment, because I think, there's still things right now I want to tell some friends of ours.
Yeah.
And I don't.
You don't got the balls?
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
Because they're friends of mine.
Yeah.
I'll rag you, but really, truly honest stuff, that's different, you know?
You only do that if you're, like, super wasted.
We all have a friend at work that we want to tell something to, but nobody does.
Yeah, sure.
I guess there's just no point in just being a dick for no reason. But if you're trying to motivate yourself to improve the situation, I'm all in.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing it for. I actually ordered a bracelet, and it'll come eventually. It's just going to say, stop being a fatty.
When I told Bud Eater, stop being a fatty, that's a good one. They had these fucking, these pigs that you would stick on your fridge, and whenever you opened it, it would oink and say, shut the door.
Hey, man, you might be reaching for a salad, though.
They really had that.
Yeah, I know, I get that, but you might be reaching for a salad. I don't want that.
You could be.
I won't be. I'm straight. But anyways, taco salad, they're all right.
Yeah.
I don't like salads,
The pig thing was motivational.
Yeah, salads are shit. Can we all get that through? Well, people that just like eat a side salad, fuck you.
2 years ago, I told Bud Eater, Kitty needs a bath.
Yeah, you did. Ever since that kitty's been fucking pristine, hasn't it?
Smelled it since.
Yeah.
Ridicule works.
But
now, granted.
Literally, that was probably one bad night for her, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't stink before.
That's what I mean. So everybody has a bad night.
The whole point is, now, I don't think she's going to have a bad night when she's coming over.
No. Yeah, she's going to pay more attention.
And the thing about it is, and I felt like a dick for doing it because I'm certainly no fucking prize, but it just popped out. There was a tinge in the air.
Yeah, but if she went down on you and your balls stank that day, would you get mad if she told you? Would it hurt your feelings? You would have been like, oh, fuck, I forgot.
It would have hurt my feelings, yes, but it wouldn't have happened again.
See, I don't think I'd get my feelings. Again, my first instinct, if a girl was blowing me, came up and said my balls stink, would be to laugh. I would laugh.
But see, with me,
whoopsie daisy.
As we know with me, I don't want to ever be that guy. That's why I get fucking Brazilians, because I know that when I had hair on my nuts and my dick, sometimes I'd go home to, take off my work clothes or whatever, and I'd fucking smell my own balls.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, those fucking stink.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure it didn't happen again.
Yeah.
Ridicule even on myself. Because I can say, Chris, your fucking balls stink, dude.
Yeah, I go the exact opposite. I actually keep a tray in my room, and every time I eat asparagus, I piss in it. And then before I fuck, I like to soak my balls in asparagus piss to give that nice smell to it. And then go.
No wonder
not only does it make you last longer, But, your balls smell like asparagus piss.
Well, I
which
mean-
every girl loves asparagus piss smell.
No wonder she's still here.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to know the
Sorry,
secrets.
girls, he's taken.
Yeah, you got to know the secrets to how to fucking really get these ladies.
I do like that segment. I think we can do it a lot with that.
Oh, of course.
I think we
Well,
can.
then why were you so not liking it before we started? You said you had reservations and all this stuff.
Well, I had reservations about ripping a good friend of mine, fucking a
who
new
cares?
asshole. I mean, I'd do it for different jokes,
Here's the
but
thing. If any of you fatties out there that get hurt by fat jokes, get over yourself. Do you not own mirrors? We all know what fat looks like. All right? Every fat person knows what fat looks like. And look in the mirror, fatty. You're fat.
look on the right side.
Yeah. And the left side at one point. But now you're looking a little better now. But you realize that. You realize that, though. You look at yourself and you're like, God damn, I'm fat.
Period.
For whatever fucking reason you need it.
And that's why I did
and
this.
it worked.
I lost a
and
bunch
you-
of weight.
and you
I've
lost
still got a
weight.
belly. I'm not skinny, but that's why I lost.
Well, you're never going to not have a belly. Once you get fat, you can either through surgery or through very, very intense working out, which we know none of us are doing. All right. If
Right.
I can get just the motivation to walk up the street every once in a while, that's a fucking win for me. I'm not doing 900
And if
sit-ups.
I can get to the point where I'm almost there, where I get naked with a girl and I don't think she thinks, ooh,
Yeah.
because right now sometimes I'll take before I lost a bunch of weight, I look at myself in the mirror and go, fucking gross, to me it was gross.
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
I wouldn't fuck me.
I just don't look at myself in the mirror naked.
Oh
Like, ugh,
God, I got no choice.
gross. What do you mean? What kind of weird mirror system you got going on? You
just
got to
have
look
a-
at yourself? You
No,
fucking
but I-
expanded 4 walls?
Well, no, but I'm not going to get fully dressed before I brush my teeth and shave and shit. When I'm done showering, I do that right away.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No. I shower as soon as I wake up, but I don't brush my teeth and shave until after my coffee.
Oh,
Well, I don't
okay.
shave, so there's that.
Oh, you don't
But
shave.
I do about once every 3 weeks. Looking crazy.
But no,
right
if you
now.
want to improve yourself, hey, we'll tell you how it is.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be going around telling people they're fat all the time or anything, but I'm just saying if their personal feelings, like they didn't know, like it's a surprise, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and Harry guy, we've tried test marketed on this for him for about
I
a
was
year
very
now.
proud of Harry. Yeah, he was.
He spooned with a man.
What?
I'm not proud of him. He spooned with another dork and fucking posted it on Facebook.
Dude, you totally just ruined that whole thing. But because I was gonna say I'm very proud of him at first. Because he went to this dart thing and then he showed his picture, and I just has to be kind of reverse order for the story. But he had this picture of him and this lady, and I'm like, ooh, look at Harry guy out there with a lady, doing the darts, whatever. And apparently they did real well. Good for you, you fucking nerd. But he ruined it because the day before he posted himself spooning with another darter. And also, that chick was married. He's with a married chick. Go fuck yourself, Harry guy. You're never going to get any puss.
But you know what?
Actually, don't fuck yourself. That's awfully aggressive. But, you're still never going to eat puss.
When him and that guy were laying in that bed together, his leg was hiked over.
And it looked natural.
It did.
It looked very
The
natural.
whole point is they weren't both on the same bed, not touching. I mean, in an emergency, hey, we got to share this bed. I'll fall asleep.
No.
But I promise I'm not hiking the leg over yours.
Hey, guys.
In the fetal position.
Look at that picture right now and tell me he's not a big wad of gay. Take it in. Look at it. All right.
And the girl I'm not going to rag the girl for being a darter.
No, whatever. She looks like she's pretty
But
good darter.
after she put that, hey, we did great, blah, blah, blah.
My arm got tired.
She put hashtag darts. You just lost me.
Hashtag darts.
Hashtag
Just that's it?
darts.
Just
yeah.
Hashtag darts.
Yeah, you fucking lost me. When you think that the word darts is significant enough in any conversation to hashtag it, now you lost me.
My recent bud tender, and for all you guys that don't know what a bud tender is, when you go to the weed store, they have these fucking douchebags that check you out, and they call themselves bud tenders. And they do know. I find it strange that every single time, no matter who it is, because this must be part of their dialogue that they have to do, because every single time I check out, no matter what I get, no matter who it is, they pick up one of my items and go, ooh, this is my favorite. Every single time. It's like, come on. What's the chances that every single time I got some of these dudes' favorites? Or
Don't
the
you
girls'
buy pretty much the same thing every
I get a
time?
different strain every single time for myself, and my wife does also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't get the same shit.
You know what was weird, and I didn't
She
know
does
this.
sometimes, but I rarely get the same shit. In fact, if I got it before, I usually don't get it. Even if I liked it a lot, I still won't go back to it because
I got yelled at.
you
the
build
other day, last
tolerances
week.
to strains.
Oh, I can see that.
So, even if I get one in 2 weeks, because I buy every 2 weeks. So by the 11th day, I've got a tolerance to that strain where it's not really doing shit for me anymore. So I have to get a new strain. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a tolerance to all strains.
You have no tolerance to all strains.
So yeah, I got yelled at the weed store.
Yelled at?
Yeah, kind of. Shamed.
Well,
my bud tender shamed me. I went in there to buy some gummies. Yeah. I've got, and you can ridicule me if you want, but it's extreme glaucoma here we're talking. And I went in to buy some gummies.
I might have that now.
And we looked through the fucking menu. Yeah, really easy. And we're looking through the fucking little iPad on what I wanted, blah, blah, blah. And I've decided on 2 tins of gummies. And she brought them out. And I went, oh, cool. And I picked it up to look at it. You can't touch that. You're not allowed to touch that unless it's paid for.
Really?
Yeah, she yelled at me.
A 10?
I just picked it up and to look at the label or whatever. You can't touch that.
That's just a shitty lady.
Oh my God.
That's just someone shitty at their
cool
job.
As fuck before then.
Yeah, but we have people at the fucking casino, like, you're playing 3-card and they've put their hand on the cards before it's time. Yeah. And the dealer, you can't touch the cards. You're just like, calm down there, Nancy.
I was buying.
Not actual Nancy.
I was buying.
Other Nancy's.
The cash was in my hand.
No, I understand what you're doing.
You're not allowed to touch that till it's paid for.
You don't do it online, save time looking through iPads and shit? Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Because I don't know what I want.
Oh, you actually use the bud tender's knowledges and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I never have any questions for them. So if they're talking to me, it's just
and mine's all
basic
gummies.
Talk.
It's all edible because I don't smoke anything. I can't.
What I was getting to earlier about the bud tender, my bud tender was a fucking darter. And he's talking with his buddy about it, and he's an intense. So I start, I hear he threw out even steel tip because a customer asked what kind of darts you play.
I just said, you've just lost my business.
A customer next to him was like, what kind of darts you play? I used to play. And he goes, steel tip only. And I laughed, audibly laughed. And then we started talking. I was like, I got a buddy that's into darts. And then he's like, yo, I play 4 nights a week. This place and this night, this place. And he was so fucking into it. And the whole time I'm just like, I will make sure I'm never in your line again.
No, you fucking nerd.
Dork. Hey, but one of my strains were his favorite. So who does? They were a perfect match.
Yeah, you and the darter.
The 4 nights a week.
I think one time
I can't do anything 4 nights a week.
Last year when we went to the cabin, there was a dartboard in the garage. I don't know if you remember.
It didn't get used.
You and I both picked up the darts.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And I don't think we hit the board once.
No, but we were wasted.
Yeah, but we didn't hit.
Yeah, and we were just making fun of Harry Guy the whole time. We were throwing darts.
Fucking dork. Fucking dork. Next time, I think if we know this place has a dartboard because we're going to the same place, let's get a fucking
tournament.
No, a fucking print out a picture of Harry Guy and every other darter that he hangs out with, and we'll put him on the board and we'll throw darts at him.
Okay,
let's do that.
Yeah, we'll film it. We'll show you guys. That's
maybe the one of him spooning with another man.
I already.
You know what? I have no problem with you if you're gay. If you are Harry Guy, come out of the closet. I'll like you the same, but don't stay closeted and spoon with another man.
Yeah, the only time spooning is ever acceptable is if you're dying in a field of coldness, and you're an army
naked
soldier.
Naked and afraid.
Naked and afraid, or you're in a fucking pit in Siberia trying to stay warm before the Russians get you.
You know they're not allowed to fuck on that show?
Oh, probably. I mean, it makes
sense.
If
you get caught fucking, you're out.
See, that I don't know why they don't make a show of it. Naked and Afraid out. Isn't it only like a day or two?
A week? No, it's 21 days.
Nah, just the XL was 21 days.
No, the regular is 21 days. The XL has more than 2 people.
21 days?
21 days.
Well, they can leave anytime they want, right?
Yeah, they don't get anything. You don't win the prize.
I don't remember. I've watched that show a shit ton of times, but I don't remember.
You have to complete it to win the money. Or prize or whatever you win, because I don't know what the fuck you win.
Yeah, that's my second favorite one of those survival shows.
The Naked and Afraid XL has a big group of people, kind of like Survivor, where they pick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I've watched them all. I just can't remember which one's which.
Yeah, but some of those women have been hot on those things. And I was thinking to myself, if I was on that show and this hot woman is laying next to me naked, I'm going to probably try to reach around and tune in Tokyo on one of the nipples and see if I get a response.
See what happens? Yeah, but what if it doesn't happen? Now you're automatically like, you've just tried to touch this girl's nipples while she was just trying to stay warm.
Give her 18 days. She'll turn.
I got a feeling though, before you touch those nipples, she's going to feel movement if we're naked and cuddling.
And I also have a feeling that if I'm in the Amazon and I'm getting eaten alive by ants and stuff, there won't be any movement.
Yeah, you won't be in the mood.
No, I won't be in the fucking mood.
Yeah, if it's freezing cold,
getting rained
and you're getting bit by bugs the whole time.
In the distance, I hear the wolf. You know what I mean? I'm probably not going to be very excited.
I had a friend who posted something about having coyotes walk past his porch the other day, and it scared him and stuff. And I'm just thinking, like,
as it should.
I go the opposite way the whole time. I'm thinking, and this isn't a puss. This guy's actually a tough guy. Like, I know that for a fact. Like, he's a tough dude. He bouncer at a bar and shit. It has been for years. Doorman stuff like that. Like, the dude can throw down. But he was scared of the coyotes. 2 of them. I'm not afraid of a coyote.
They'll kill you.
No.
They're wild dogs.
Yeah, I'll fuck up a dog, dude. If it comes down to it, I will fuck up a dog. If there's 15 of them, sure. You know what I mean? 2, a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying. It won't kill you. But
and maybe
the whole
I'd be
point
more afraid if it was like growling at me and coming towards me, of course.
You're going to get bit a couple times.
Just like 2 dogs walking by, coyotes or whatever. It just wouldn't bother me as much. I probably, like I told him when I wrote, I was like, I would have tried to make friends with him. I'm like, come here, hey, try to offer.
I wouldn't. I don't think I'd make friends with them. I wouldn't be terrified like
they're dogs.
If there's a pair of snakes slithered by, then I'd be in the closet.
See, the snakes I'd be less afraid because you can get away from a snake pretty easy.
Not me.
Coyotes are fucking fast, at least.
No,
like,
I saw anaconda.
But if I'm on my porch, regardless, I'm not that scared because I'm right there. I'm a door away from not having to worry about the fucking coyote. I guess I'd be more afraid for my animals at a later point, but I don't think he has any animals. I'm just saying, if I see coyote, I'm not scared. I'll fuck up a coyote. I'm not a pack of them. I ain't fucking up a pack.
One.
But 1, possibly 2.
If it growled at you, you'd go, come on!
Yeah. I wouldn't maybe like that so much, but yeah, I'd take it as a threat and we'd get down. All right.
Well, but then the coyote would leave and he would go tell his friends, dude, I just saw something that's going to feed us for a month. This dude's huge.
But everybody knows fat's not the good part.
Coyotes don't care about that.
Yeah, coyotes probably don't care.
No, they don't care. One of them's going to take a fucking slice of bacon off the back of your knee, and he's going to be happy.
I don't know. I'm the guy that's excited. All these coyote sightings, that makes me happy. Like
around here?
Everywhere. Cincinnati just has coyotes. Everywhere has coyotes.
In Arizona, you've got I think here, too. Mm-hmm. If you see one on your property, you have every legal right to fucking kill it.
Yeah, I think you can kill him.
Yeah. Of course, you can't kill the guy in the next house.
Yeah, I would prefer if my neighbors not shoot at the coyotes. I don't really trust their aim.
Hey, dude, I saw a couple coyotes in front of your garage door, so we fired a couple rounds.
Maybe the guy next door that has the fucking QAnon flag he puts up, he's probably pretty good with a gun, those psychos.
I'm sure of it.
But the other ones,
and he can flip a tire like no one.
Dude, flip a tire. He runs up and down the street every single day, too.
Flipping tires.
Just runs straight up and down the street. Well,
I'm going to save my sex advice for next week. We're pretty deep.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, we got a what do we got?
Name your price.
That's what we call it. Name
your price. All right. This one, I got a little philosophical on this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's nothing like oh my God, this is deep kind of thing. But the last Name Your Price we did, it was, hey, you got to kill this guy's son so he can get the life insurance policy. This one kind of goes along those lines, but it's a little different. There's a woman, you know her. Wouldn't really call her a friend, but you know of her and you know who she is. And you know that she's a decent woman and she works hard and she takes care of her kids and all that stuff too.
That's good.
Okay? Well, this guy comes up to you and he says, hey, man, this bitch over here, my ex-wife, and he tells you the name and you know who the girl is. Mm-hmm. But like I said, someone you might say hi to in passing, but you don't know her. I need you to break into her house when she's at work, and I'm going to show you what this piece of paper looks like that's in her filing cabinet. And if you can get that back to me, bottom line is this guy's going to basically get custody of the kids. He's going to get the house. He's going to get everything in the divorce if you get him this one piece of paper.
All right.
Okay. Name your price. You're going to ruin this woman's life.
Okay. My question right off the bat, though, is what's on this piece of paper?
Dirt on him.
Oh, okay.
And that's why she's going to win everything.
She didn't do anything wrong.
No. It's dirt on him.
How would he win everything? Just because she doesn't have dirt? You would think she'd have to have some dirt on her.
Because he's more successful, he makes more money, he's more respected, but he's got this skeleton shit in the closet that's on this piece of paper. The proof is on this paper.
Yeah, girls always win custody cases unless they're pieces of shit.
Right, but the whole point is he's much more successful, he's got more money, he's got more standing in the community.
All right, so we're gonna live in a fictitious world where they're gonna take the kids away from the woman for nothing. But if he does have this stuff, then she wins. I get you. So the kids lose their mom.
Well, they don't lose her permanently, but he gets the custody, and he gets the house.
Is he a horrible person?
I think anyone who's asking to do something like this probably would qualify.
Well, I mean, to the kids. Maybe he just really loves his kids.
Kids.
Maybe I'd do anything to get my kids too. Something
love the
like
kids,
that. So,
but personally that this woman is a good person.
She's a good woman.
And she's a great mom, lives for the kids, the whole deal. And you're basically gonna destroy every fiber of her being.
Yeah. Well,
she'll be the weekend parent.
My electric bill's expensive, so I'm willing to make some concessions around my life to maybe make ends meet.
And the beauty of it is, like I said, let's say hypothetically you work with this girl. After you destroy her life, even though she's not going to know you did it, you will have to look in her face.
Oh, yeah, you get to watch her spiral.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Especially as someone you don't dislike.
No, you actually have some kind of fondness or respect for this woman. She's not your friend, but hey, there's a good person.
Yeah, okay, I know people like that.
Right.
We're not hanging out anytime soon, but I don't dislike him and I respect him as a person. Okay, I get that. Whew, that's a tough one, dude. Yeah. That's a real tough one. I don't know where the price point would even begin or end on that one. It's not.
Well, it's nothing to you. You're going in the house.
Yeah, no, we're not looking at like the $50 million range.
You're not going to kill anybody.
Yeah.
You're just taking a piece of paper.
Taking a piece of paper, ruining a life. $350,000.
$350,000.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that number?
I just stand up right off the top of my head right now.
Really?
That's how I do most of my numbers.
See, I was thinking, honestly, you were going to say something in the area of like $50,000.
You could probably talk me down.
From 350 to 50?
I'm not that far. I might stop at 120 or something, but I don't know. I don't, like I said, I didn't really know what the price point is on that. Like I'd shoot for the moon and see where I went. A lot of these I feel like are negotiations in the end. I don't just get whatever I ask for unless I would ask for a ridiculous amount every single time.
Well, in this game, you have to ask for a number.
Yeah. So I always look at it as my first offer. Like I said, $350,000 is a lot of money, and I would definitely do it for that. But you could probably talk me into a lower price, just take a little bit of a sell job. Tell me how you're a good dad. Tell me how, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can really get me.
If I didn't have to see the woman every day, my price would be very low.
Dude, $5,000.
Yeah.
Or no, not that, because I can still get busted for burglary.
You have to see that she's obviously been crying every fucking day.
Burglary? How do you say that word?
Burglary?
That's a hard one for anyone.
Burglary.
I know what you're saying, and I just said it too.
Burglary.
No, okay, that was pretty good. But everyone's initial one usually makes, no matter who they are, sound like a retard. It's just a tough word to say.
Well, the one thing I don't understand about that word, as long as we're getting smart out here, Burglary.
We're never getting smart.
But why is somebody that does it a burglar?
I don't know.
Shouldn't they be a burglar?
I'm finding the guy who wrote the fucking.
They throw an extra vowel in.
What's your number?
My number is I got to say 100,000. I'd have a real tough time with that one because I live for my kids. I would just every time I pass this woman, knowing I just fucking destroyed her life and took the kids away. But I'd say 100,000 because that's life-changing money.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely not doing it for less than 100,000. I said 350,000. I probably could be talked down to 150 or so. I think I'm still a little bit more expensive than you.
Yeah, but either way, the one lesson we've learned from this is we're both awful people.
Well, in the end, I'm a whore, and I will do things for money. Like I'm no doubt everybody's a whore to a certain extent. I'm no different.
But see, they say everything has its price, and that's a tough one for me morally.
Yeah.
But I mean. You got a suitcase full of money.
Got a price, man. She still gets to see her kids.
Yeah, so I'm saying
I'm not killing
$100,000.
her,
Yeah, but she's living in a one-bedroom apartment doing it, and, he took the house.
That sucks. All right.
Fuck you, Fuck you, upstairs neighbor.
Yeah, you fucking cunt.
Now, let me tell you, I moved into a new apartment about 6 months ago. And it's a fucking awesome place. It's great. It's quiet, blah, blah, blah. At my old apartment, you can hear every footstep the people above me took. At this one, you can't. It's a, better quality building, whatever. But the neighbor above me, fuck you. I don't know your name. I know it starts with a J, but I don't know your name.
Guy or girl?
Guy. And he, how you doing? Every time I see him, blood. This guy's a pothead.
Justin?
No, I think it's something like Josh
Jared.
or something like that.
Joshua.
This guy's a pothead. No issues with that, even though I can smell it coming through my vents half the time. Here's the problem.
I got an issue with it. Fucking
loser. If you're a career pothead,
don't know.
Do you have to cough for 30 seconds wildly after every hit? Because he does.
Yeah.
Every fucking night for at least a solid hour. That kind of coughing. Yeah. The pothead cough.
Yeah.
And the whole point is, I can see if you took maybe too big of a hit and you coughed a little bit. But this guy fucking coughs up a lung every time he takes a hit for a good hour every night.
All right. Well,
Fuck you.
Yeah, I get how that could be annoying.
Oh my God. Annoying's not the word. I want to fucking take a broom and beat the fucking.
I feel like your walls aren't thick enough. You can hear people coughing. I feel like that's not a lot.
This guy hacks. Well, plus a lot of times he's doing it on his balcony. So he's outside.
Oh, good for him.
But he's hacking and coughing like somebody with TB.
All right. Here's the reason. He has good weed. If you want to know who has the best weed, go to the guy that coughs the most. Typically, or he could have a fucking CPD or whatever. He could have an issue too. But nowadays, and I went down and hung out with one of Carmen's relatives, her uncle or a cousin or something like that. And he said this to me, and I didn't even think about it. He's like, I can't fuck with that good weed. We're smoking some weed. He has some mediocre shit. And he's like, I can't fuck with that good stuff because it makes you cough so much. And he's right, because the higher the THC potential, that's not natural. All right. I know it's grown naturally, but it's not natural for weed to have a 35% THC level.
Yeah.
All right. They're doing some shit. All right. And that goes from the 20% up. That kind of weed makes you cough a lot more. You cough a lot more than you did back in the day. And I've noticed that over the years, like, because I cough a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what? I didn't used to do that. Like, am I getting cancer? No. Well, probably, but no, at the same time. What it is the THC levels now are so fucking high. And if you're a true pothead, you're not smoking shitty weed for the most part. There are exceptions, like her cousin, uncle, whatever he is. Which, by the way, I smoked that weed and it got me high as fuck because I'm not used to it. And it's a different kind of high, so I did enjoy it. But I get the best weed, and the best weed always makes you cough a little bit more, and he's probably doing the same thing.
All right.
And it sucks because I don't like it.
For me, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. If the neighbor, that sucks. Probably sucks for my wife sometimes too. I've pulled fucking muscles coughing so hard.
I guarantee this guy does.
Yeah, it sucks. But that's probably the reason. My fuck you this week goes out to my doctor. My fucking doctor, talks to me the other day, does all the stuff, gives the numbers, sends it back, puts me on a new medicine, and hasn't responded to a goddamn email I've sent to her in 2.5 weeks now.
They're using my chart?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And no responses. I finally got a response from a nurse 2 days ago saying she was out of the office. She'll get to how long is she out of the office for. She put me on a brand new medicine without telling me if I was supposed to stop taking the old medicine or not. I don't know if I'm supposed to combine them. Apparently you can.
Malpractice.
But I don't know if I'm supposed to. You know what I mean?
Lawsuit.
I had another number, which I don't even know what it is, and it was super high, and I looked it up, and that didn't look cool. You know what I mean? Like, so
your blood type is gravy. You're a big guy.
Hey, man, the segment's over. But what I'm saying is my numbers were high enough where I should have had a response. You know what I mean? Because
I agree.
And she knows I have an anxiety. I fucking asked to see a shrink at the fucking, during this visit, I got a reference to go see a shrink. She knows I'm a psycho. She knows. So to not respond to my emails when I'm asking what I should do with the medication, you said, why ain't I taking it yet? That's why. Because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to stop the old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you think that's pretty fucking normal?
I don't think it's pretty important. I think it's pretty important.
Fuck you, doc. I'm not going to throw your name out, but fuck you. And I probably will never see you again. There's another lady in the office I also saw before. I think I'm doing the switch because that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
I was even talking to my optometrist the other day. Smoke show. If you guys need an optometrist, go up to my eye doc in Anderson. Whew, I don't know her name, but fuck. Anyways, I was talking to her and I was telling her about this, and she just looked in disbelief. Like, what, she put you on this drug and she still hasn't said anything? It's like, yeah, it's fucked up, isn't it? And she's like, all right, well, I send this in to them, apparently too, fuck doctors in general, because my doctor was really, really keen on me getting an eye exam. She said it like 15 fucking times. Don't seem to care about anything else, but she really wanted me to get an eye exam. And I mentioned that to the optometrist, and she said she gets paid if I get an eye exam.
Oh, it's
an insurance kickback because the insurance covers both of them. We have the same insurance for our eyes as we do our doctors.
Yeah.
So now they know if she gives this thing to the optometrist is going to charge $300 fucking dollars. It's a big bullshit thing that these doctors do, and they get kickbacks. So, fuck her. Anyway, I'm done.
All right, that's the show.
I'm not angry, guys. I just, I'm moving on with life. It's just trying to work on those anger issues. That's why I'm going to see the shrink. maybe in a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks. It'll probably take a couple years. Our segment will be like nice guy of the week, because we'll be positive.
And just for the record, for those of you that we work with, This new segment doesn't give you the right to pass him every time you go, hey, Tubby. It doesn't give
Yeah, no,
you that
fuck
right.
you. That's Chris's right. And if you want to come on the show, you can do it
Then
to
you
my
can do
face.
it, right.
That's fine.
Right.
But you fucking pussy-ass motherfuckers are scared to come on the show because you're scared your uncle's going to think different of you.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
your fucking cousin in Montana who likes the Bible a little too much isn't going to be your friend anymore.
Yeah.
So you won't come on and talk some shit with us. Go fuck yourself.
I agree.
But if you're willing to come sit down at this desk, fucking say whatever you want to me. But
Me too.
expect it back, buddy.
Yeah.
Expect it back.
And that's what we want from you. And that doesn't mean, if you have ever thought about being a guest on the show and now you're thinking, well, now I'm not going to because I don't want to get ripped apart. If we're not doing that segment, we're not going to rip you apart.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do that segment, we won't.
Yeah, agreed. All right, wait, before we leave, though, real quick, will you tell me about that one time you called that guy the N-word?
You can kind of fuck